Nation, what's up, man? What's going on with you all? All right, so boy, it's been a long day. It's been one of those days where it takes forever for me to get here, and I really appreciate you all. Thank everybody that's part of the notification squad and beyond. But I just want to talk to you guys, if that's okay with you all. Why do people think it's okay to be mad or go at Amari Cooper? Y'all help me out. Why is it such that Amari Cooper gets all of the blame? He gets all of the trials and tribulations of the game. It's crazy. It's flat out crazy, in my opinion, for anybody to sully and denigrate Amari Cooper. Now, Rex Ryan, twin of Rob Ryan, the brother, he comes out and he says, okay, we all love Dak Prescott. Don't get me wrong. We all love a Dak Prescott, 40 and 24 since 2016. We love what Dak Prescott brings to the table. But we'll be idiotic and crazy and foolish to think that the last 2 years without Amari Cooper, Dak Prescott, have any wiggle room of talking about anybody's extension of anybody's contract. Look back at the last 2 years. I'm telling people a lot that Dak Prescott needs Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper needs Dak Prescott. I'm going to repeat. Dak Prescott needs Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper needs Dak Prescott. That's the reality of it. So in his statement or what have you, he was sitting there saying, no way you should pay Amari Cooper, that turd. He called him a turd. Shouldn't receive that type of money. Now, my thing is, Amari Cooper don't go out of his way of calling anybody's name. He's a button-up, good guy in the locker room. Of course, silence, the perception equals reality to a lot of people. But it's not like Amari Cooper is getting in the face of the officials. It's not like Amari Cooper is getting out there in the public saying he deserved this or he deserved that. Amari Cooper is buttoned up way beyond our thoughts and our expectations. The brother played chess in the locker room while people are trying to play Uno. It's a stupid situation to do this for views and likes. Although he had to moonwalk his conversational piece back and say, oh, I apologize. Don't apologize for what left out of your mouth. If anything, you be a man about it. See, my thing is, a lot of times people think just because their father was a coach and just because they coach in the NFL, that these people are not looking at you sideways and sitting there saying, don't you think that you were privileged? Don't y'all think that Rex Ryan was privileged to get that position? Although he took, dare I say, what's the kid, Sanchez, to their particular playoff run or what have you. But still, don't you think that he was privileged to get those type of positions? What did Rex Ryan ever accomplish in his life? To go out there and say that Amari Cooper is a turd and he don't deserve his money. He don't deserve his grain of salt. Come on now. I understand what people would say from the context of football and sit there and say, well, this particular person this and this particular person that. But you start talking about somebody's money, it's crazy. It's crazy. And like I said, I'm going to preface my statement. Dak Prescott needs Amari Cooper. But on the flip side, Amari Cooper needs a Dak Prescott. Both of those players work in unison together. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Don't flex on him, bro, with the information for the nation. I'm telling you guys. Troy Aikman needed Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin needed Troy Aikman. I'm going to repeat. Troy Aikman needed Michael Irvin, and Michael Irvin needed Troy Aikman. They work together. It's no big eyes and little U's in the NFL. The NFL, collectively speaking, is a team game. It takes 53 to win the Super Bowl. 63 if you really want to be exact with the math. 46 active starting guys out there. So it's nobody that's sitting there saying, hey, we win it because of this one particular person. No, you win because everybody works together. Man, I'm so tired of people trying to rip apart good players, good teammates. Everybody need each other. Cooper, let me break this down to a lot of people. Everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac, Biggie climbing out of the grave, and also Elvis, they all are saying that, hey, Amari Cooper dropped balls. He dropped a lot of passes. Oh, but when you look at the tape, you look at everything from A to Z, you'll sit there and say, well, Michael Gallup had 13 drops or 11 drops, something like that. North of what Amari Cooper brought to the table. Against, and I'm not trying to sully or denigrate Michael Gallup because I think that the young lad got some room to improve and he's heading upwards. But I'm trying to relate to people and say this right here, that even when you look at the context, Michael Gallup, and on the opposite side, you have Amari Cooper. Who do Michael Gallup go up against? Oh, the brick of truth. He goes up against second DBs, sometimes third string DBs. Oh, where is the attention is going, Law Nation? Oh, the attention, roll coverage. I want this guy, Rex Ryan, because he probably could be still coaching if he understood these principles. They roll coverage over to Amari Cooper's side. Oh, Law. Come on now, you don't know what you're talking about. Rex Ryan, oh man, he's got millions and millions of dollars. Just because you make money doesn't mean that you are the smartest person in the room. Oh, the reality of it, yes, you can say Amari Cooper stopped on a route. Do you know what route he was supposed to run? Do you know the context and the confines of what he's supposed to do at the top of his route? Oh, didn't you know that even when he did ran in the top of the route, when they used to be able to say, hey, we allow physical contact at the top of his route, all of a sudden we're playing political football. And now when Amari Cooper gets to the top of his route and it's time for him to sink his hip and break, oh, they call offensive pass interference. Man, I'm telling people all the time, man, football is so political. It is. Look, against the New Orleans, Amari Cooper won, and it was time to be hit at the top of his route. What you got to do, if they put hands on you, you got to get separation. He did exactly like this. Well, he's a big, strong, physical receiver. Did like this. I forgot the name. I think it was Lattimore, right? Everybody put Lattimore on the high praises and say, oh, Lattimore shut him down. Oh, Lattimore did this and Lattimore did that. When you're not able to use physical contact to get at the top of your route, then what the heck are you supposed to do? I'm trying to keep it PG-13, if y'all know what I mean. Yeah, Locks, yeah, just for those who just not tuning in, Rex Ryan, or one of the Ryan brothers, I think it's Rex Ryan, called Amari Cooper a turd. I digress. But when you start looking at everything, Cowboy Nation, yes, Lattimore is a Pro Bowler, so is Amari Cooper. But if the officials called the game like they're supposed to call the game, Amari Cooper won on that route, regardless of how you look at it. If you go back and look at my film session on it, oh, Lattimore had his hands into the inside of his chest, beyond 5 yards. All Amari Cooper did is crossed his face, bam, wide open, caught the ball, but he looked back. There's a hater in the house. The officials. The officials. How you gonna beat that? So the following week, oh, how can you combat against separation at the top of your route? Oh, you got to start learning new techniques, learning new deviations of your route concepts. Oh, but law. Amari Cooper is trash. That's all I get. Amari Cooper pose. Amari Cooper this. Amari Cooper that. But when you look at D-Hop's number, you compare and do your comparisons analysis or your quantitative analysis or whatever analysis you want to do, when you start doing your own research and you start looking at the bigger picture, Amari Cooper had better collective numbers than a DeAndre Hopkins. I'm going to repeat. Amari Cooper had better numbers than a DeAndre Hopkins. I'm going to repeat. Amari Cooper had better numbers than DeAndre Hopkins. But there's nobody on this green earth or blue earth, however you want to look at it, will say, oh, man, nah, Law, you lying, bruh. Ain't no way D-Hop catch everything that's thrown his way. Oh, no. Who had more touchdowns? Oh, who played with an injured plantar fasciitis? Oh, who had a hamstring too injury? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. The brick of truth is hitting a lot of people, but a lot of people don't look at it from those particular angles. All people do is they'll sit back and look at it and say, nah, D-Hop is a whole lot better. They on two different planets, Law. You don't know what you're talking about. Look at the stats. Look at them. Oh, my goodness. Shout out to you, man, Lunatic, man. Really appreciate you for tuning in to the nation. How this thing go. D-Hop dropped a lot of passes, too. Yeah, TA. And if when you look at it, TA, yes, Amari Cooper had 7 drops. D-Hop had 6 drops. For everybody who was out there who want to say, well, how many drops did he have? 7 to 6. Let that sink into your mental. Amari Cooper averaged damn near 5 more yards per catch than a DeAndre Hopkins, meaning that he getting the ball and he's moving it ball. He's moving once he gets the ball. Oh, my goodness, boy, I digress. Oh, I digress, man. And look, I don't got nothing around me. I don't have none of those little charts. I don't have no producer in my ear to tell me this and tell me that. I'm telling you guys for what I saw with my natural eyes. But people, including some Cowboy fans, none of y'all that's in here right now, none of y'all 100 with me. Y'all keep it funky with me, right? But people would sully and denigrate Amari Cooper and get mad at him. It would be a different story if he said, hey, who came out with the book, man? I think it was another guy that wore number 19 for the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Was it Keyshawn Johnson? Did he come out with a book say, throw me the damn ball? Did he come out with that? Do you see Amari Cooper doing those type of antics? Can you imagine in that Philly game, I believe it was the Philly game, if the coaching staff were to pull out T.O. during that time frame, or Odell Beckham, I call him Odella, but we were to pull out Odell Beckham out during that time of the game, or if it was who else? Just get really nasty with it. Antonio Brown. Oh, we're gonna pull you out because we think that you're not ready to play. I think it was against that game. Boy, we wouldn't hear the end of it. But Amari Cooper, he's not that guy that's going to be like, oh, I'm mad about this situation. If anything, if you want to be mad at Amari Cooper, be mad at this right here, Cowboy Nation. Be mad at the fact that if it wasn't for Amari Cooper in 2018, just maybe, Garrett would have been gone. You see, you can get mad at Amari Cooper for that. Oh, you can get mad at Amari Cooper for this right here. If it wasn't for Amari Cooper in 2018, if you know what I mean, shout out to you, Miss Jackie. I really appreciate you for tuning in, and thank you so much for shooting those text messages over to me, man. I really appreciate you, Miss Jackie. You know I love you. We should be mad at Amari Cooper if you didn't like Ezekiel Elliott, because I don't think that Ezekiel, the main man, Elliott, gets his contract when we was heading at 3-5 before Amari Cooper got here. So you can be mad at Amari Cooper for that. If you did, look, if you team, I don't like Ezekiel Elliott, you can get mad at Amari Cooper. If you was so sick and tired of Coach Redball, you could be mad at Amari Cooper. Oh, if you can't stand Rain Dakota Prescott, Dak Prescott, dare I say, you can get mad at Amari Cooper for that. Because without Amari Cooper in 2018, Jason Garrett don't have one more year. He don't get that chance and opportunity to play or coach his last year On top of that, I don't think that Ezekiel, the main man, Elliott, gets his money, because what they're gonna look at and say, man, bro, we was 3-15. We looked like we was heading down the path of being 3-13, if you know what I mean. And on top of that, we wouldn't be going back and forward with Dak Prescott contract. That's how valuable Amari Cooper is. And Jerry Wayne Jones, that's why he paid him. When he started looking at everything, he said, man, let me pull out that checkbook. Let me pull out, how much I owe you, Amari? Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. Here you go. There's a bag of popcorn at the end of the hallway that wants you go that way as well. Shout out to you, Lord. Appreciate you for tuning in, Nova. Dak needs to sign. Stop BS. And this is from Locks. Yeah, he's the next guy that I can't wait for him to sign. We got a donation. Donation. I'm looking forward to a better Cowboys team. Just a skeptical fan. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's right around the corner. Better Cowboys team is right around the corner. Why would you rather have Terrence Williams? Hell nah. Playmaker 31. Hey, Terrence Williams, so cold with it, he couldn't even make the XFL. That's how cold Terrence Williams was, right? So my thing is, people that sully and denigrate, that hate, and also cast aspersions on Amari Cooper, they need to look back and look at this thing like this. He demands role coverages. That's good. He makes the other guys better, like the Randall Cobbs when he was playing last year. Randall Cobb was on his way out of the league. I'm gonna repeat, Randall Cobb was on his way out of the league. They was calling Randall Cobb bust. Shout out to you, man, with the 199 for your mind, 22. Cryptic, man, really appreciate you, bro. Really appreciate you for growing the nation, boy. We growing over here, baby. I like that. I like that. On top of that, the way we love Michael Gallup, that's all dictated upon and predicated upon the coverages that's being rolled towards Amari Cooper. I got a solution for you guys. I got a doggone solution. I want you guys to fall into my mind and the ramification of football. I want you guys to understand this right quick. Oh, guess what? Guess what, Cowboy Nation? There was a certain play that was in the New Orleans Saints game. His name was Blake Jarwin. He vertically stretched the field inward. He lined up in line, and he took the field vertically. But just to the right of Blake Jarwin, dare I say, was Amari Cooper. Oh, why did Jarwin get that big bomb of a pass in the middle of the field? Why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? 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 Because Amari Cooper, the safety over the top, he saw Amari Cooper digging in on his route. He peeled off. Oh, the underneath cornerback. Oh, the linebacker himself too. Roll coverage over, slided. All it takes is a slight hesitation for the nation. And Blake Jarwin was saying, oh, you gonna leave a linebacker with no hips on me? They had that seam route wide open all game. But the political football for the nation, oh baby, they love good old Jason Witten. They love Jason Witten so much that I believe that 10 years from now, there will be a statue with number 82 sitting outside of the Star in Frisco or in the Star of the stadium. But people that don't understand football, they would say, well, that was a good pass by Dak Prescott to Jarwin. But in basketball, when you play that good basketball, or even those who play Madden, but I'm gonna talk about basketball right quick before we go into that Madden play. They say feed the baby to the baby burp. Feed the baby till it throw up almost. Keep feeding the baby till the baby can't move. If you know that they was compromised, shout out to you, Hunter. Thank you so much for making the donation to help growing the nation with the $4.99 on your mind. Appreciate you. Look, If they giving you the middle of the field and you got a tight end that can vertically stretch the middle of the field, you continue to do that until they stop it, until you get them out of that coverage, till you get them from stop rolling the coverage. So all the Cowboys had to do is exploit the mismatches. You know for sure Jason Witten wasn't going to leave. He wasn't going to leave his guy. So that would have been the best time to say, Jason, good old Jason, what's up, bruh? Oh, I know you're long in the tooth. It's hard for you to eat corn right now or bite into an apple because that tooth's so long. That's the last one you got. We're going to put you out for a moment. And on top of that, you fumble the ball. You fumble the ball? Okay. We got Blake Jarwin, and we probably slide into Schultz because, hey, average is not in our pedigree. Shout out to you, Sean Mendez. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for growing this thing, baby. Appreciate you, Sean. And that's all they had to do. I'm telling you guys, this new coaching staff, with the implementation of, dare I say, a Mike McCarthy, who played tight end in middle school, high school, and college, who understands the role of the tight end and understand what the teams are trying to do from a collective standpoint. And if you got all this coverage being rolled over to one particular guy, because you know for sure, everybody who knows this, knows football, everybody that knows this, right? They know that Amari Cooper, all he needs is a slither of daylight, and he can take it the distance. And if they roll the coverage and they saying to themselves, let's put 8, let's put 9 in the box to stop Ezekiel, let's roll coverages over to Amari. Oh, I trust my dog over there to shut down Michael Gallup one-on-one. Let's give him a little bump action and condense everything. The traffic, they funnel everything into the inside for the short intermediate routes, 5, 10 yard, and you come back. They sat on all of those routes last year. All you had to do is take your tight end vertically up the field. It was compressing on the edges. Let me know if I'm lying, Cowboy Nation. Let me know. That's what the power of Amari Cooper brings. On top of that, the unisys of working together with Ezekiel Elliott. All we said last year, before training camp and during training camp, I wanted Dak Prescott to become a better passer of the ball as relates to when he identifies that when there's 8 in the box or when there's 9 in the box, to make them pay. The brother made them pay last year, but they couldn't capitalize because the stupidity of the Cowboys front office, or couldn't capitalize also with the crazy plays that was called in the money zone, red zone, the reverse action. Shout out to my brother from another mother, no other. Don't look like Danny Glover, but keep it cool with us. Okoye Media. Go to his film session about Kellen Moore's system of doing the reverse sweep. Once we get to the 30-yard line, once we get into the money zone or close to that area, we do the exact same play. Well, not reverse sweep, but some type of crazy play. Shout out to you, Texas Bread, man. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, what I'm trying to say is, Cowboy Nation, y'all better get off on Amari Cooper. Y'all better understand that this thing is real. This is Amari Cooper is real. Greg Berry says Randy Moss and T.O. got 0 rings. Two of those situations, they should have had 1 ring apiece. They should have. I'm going to answer that question right there. Shout out to you, though. I think T.O. should have had a chance and opportunity to win the Super Bowl against the Patriots when he was with the Eagles. But they lost by 3 points. Y'all let me know. Put that in the comment box. The Eagles lost to the Patriots by 3 points, right? It was a certain quarterback that played for that team who was throwing up everywhere in the huddle. Oh, and then Randy Moss, man, that situation when they played against the Giants. Come on, man. Come on now. Yeah, they lost. Drew, what's up, man? Shout out to you. I got a historian, Eagles fan in the house. Got Uncle Drew, man. Y'all show Uncle Drew some respect. Appreciate you, Uncle Drew. He said they lost by 3 points. They had nothing to do with Terrell Owens. Nothing to do with Terrell Owens. Right? My guy Cecil Cock, man, what's good? What you said, Rex Ryan is outspoken. Just his late father, buddy. Just his late father. Yeah, yeah, he is outspoken. But sometimes you get your mouth chin, you get a chin check, a check reality when you outspeak your wisdom to. And that's what I wish Amari Cooper would do, but that's not his game plan. That's not his mental mind. It's not his mental mind. But it is what it is, man. Shout out to you, Drew. Saying law talking facts, man. That's all we do around here. Rex is on drugs. I believe what you're saying, Michael Lewis. I believe. And we all need to have what he's been doing if he thinks that Amari Cooper is a turd. Amari Cooper is a quitter. He didn't deserve the money. Just my opinion. This is Gregory Jones. What money do he deserve? Can you answer that question there, Gregory Jones? What money do he deserve? what type of money would you pay Amari Cooper? I know a lot of people say, well, not 100 mil. Now, another thing that a lot of people like to bring up is one season, opposed to a collective body of work of collective season. They look at one season and they say, well, I can say this. If DeAndre Hopkins got what he got, whenever he got what he got, whatever if you can go back and check what I'm talking about. And if Amari Cooper, of course, he's not in the same room as a DeAndre Hopkins and a Michael Thomas to most people. But when you bring out the facts, and when you bring out the stats, and when you bring out the level of activity that he do play when he's healthy, how can you objectively say, well, he don't deserve the money? It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Terrell Owens can play through injuries. This is from Locks, man. Yeah, Terrell Owens, different type of animal though. Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, Michael Irvin, Andre Reed, now Andre Rison, but Andre Reed back in the days. Those guys are just built different. Just different type of receivers, just different type of situation for them. Even Megatron, if you want to throw him into that box too, although he played for a short amount of time. Cooper, yeah, he got paid, yeah. Ahead of their time. Yes, Cowboy 83, man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. So my thing is, Cowboy Nation, Ocho Cinco, he was good. My thing is with Ocho Cinco, he just never had a quarterback, man. so is Andre Johnson, never had a quarterback. Anquan Bolin, he made his thing out there. He just willed it his way, right? He willed it his way. Stephen Jones, not Stephen Jones, I'm sorry. Stephen Smith. Stephen Smith, a little short guy. What's his name? Stephen Smith, right? Steve Smith. Yeah, Steve Smith. Just never really had a quarterback, really. Now, I will say that Cam Newton and Steve Smith, they never got really on the same page. It was a documentary out there. It was like the same situation with Tony Romo. Y'all remember that in order for Tony Romo to be the leader of that team, they had to get rid of some of the old influences or the old influencers out there. And when they got rid of them, you saw that Tony Romo was able to captivate the leader of that particular team. And that's sometimes the issues as it relates to football. Football is all about leadership, control of the other people that's out there. And a lot of times your voice becomes silent when you have the veterans in the locker room that can overrule. And what happened here with Steve Smith, he kind of overruled with Cam Newton. That's why Cam Newton had a better year, better collective seasons when Steve Smith left, what have you. But it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. And the same thing with Megatron. Although, we can talk about the Julio Joneses of the world too. But Megatron, you can look this up. Matthew Stafford had a better year collectively in his career when Megatron left. Believe it or not, his numbers was a little bit better when Megatron left. And that's because of the influence factor and these sort of things. But the inverse happened with Amari Cooper. A lot of people was coming to me in 2016 and 17, and they were saying, "Oh, car is better, car is better, car is better. This car brother is better. This car is this." And last I checked, Dak Prescott continued to improve, continue to get better, continue to do things a little bit better than what the car was able to exhibit and exude. And on top of that, when you look at the Carr brother, yes, his offensive line during that time frame, they was ranked top 5 in the NFL. Oh, did they have a wide receiver? Yeah, they had Amari Cooper. He disappeared in Raiders land, but he reappeared in Dallas Cowboys land. Boy, it's crazy. It's crazy how people look at these quarterbacks. Any player would tell you hurt, is injured, and injured are not the same. Yeah, man, people get hurt all the time, Locksmith. Feel what you're saying. Stay at home, ride a cowboy. Yeah, shout out to you. Salute, bro. Salute to that message. Stay at home. Nobody in football is 100%. No excuses. This is from my guy, Red, with a couple D's at the end of it. Nobody in football 100%. Nobody. Nobody is probably at 70 or 80%. Who knows what percentage that they play at? But I can say that if you look at the plantar fasciitis, or if you look at turf toes, those are things that it's hard to play on. It's just hard to play on. Maybe with a sprained ankle, not all the way sprung, or like a high sprained ankle, maybe you can't play on it, but a little slight sprain, or wrist, or bicep, ailments, things like that. Maybe you can muscle that out. If you play on defense, you can say, "Hey, put the club on me," But reality of it is when you still put up those type of numbers, Pro Bowl type of numbers that Amari Cooper had while he was battling through those elements, that means he's top tier. Shout out to you, Molly. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. Yes. I'm gonna read some more of y'all comments, man. Shout out to you, Drew. Yeah, I know you still got to throw your hate in, Drew. I feel you, though. But shout out to your team, though. Shout out to you, stay at home. Shout out to you, Paris, Carlock. What's good with you? All right, Cowboy Nation. I didn't talk to you guys long enough, did I? Let me just tell you guys about my day. It's been crazy, man. It's been a crazy Friday. This weather is crazy. I mean, it looks like it's dim, it's grim out here in Dallas. Had mandatory virtual training today for my job, and it was crazy, man. We were supposed to fly out there to our training facility is out there in Frederick, Maryland, but due to the COVID, what have you, I was not able to fly out there. So virtual classes is a whole lot different than physically being there because there's no interaction. So that let me know that the communication is always better in person opposed to being in those virtual settings, especially when you got a different environment, you got the little one running around, you got phones ringing, you got cars coming to and fro. It was a crazy day, but I made it though. It's Friday, and it's time for us to get crunk, baby. Shout out to your money making mall, man. I wish I would be able to meet up with you, man. But they canceled the virtual class or what have you. And my work vacation is over with, Yes, indeed. So it is what it is. JJ, what's good with you, famo, man? Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Maybe Stephen Jones just motivating Amari. Stephen Jones is a beast with it, right? All right, Cowboy Nation, man. That's all the time that I have for this beautiful day, man. I really appreciate you all. Although it's been a strenuous day, but it is what it is. Yeah, people need to leave Amari or Cooper alone. Ain't this right, Young Wilson? Really appreciate you. Appreciate you guys. It wouldn't be possible without you all. Hey, do me a huge favor. I see 155 people in here, 54 likes. If you guys can do me one good favor, even you, Drew, hit that like button for me, man. And there's also a share column. Hit that share button and let people know, man, hey, this guy, he ain't no James Harden. He's 8 years older than James Harden. He got a better beard, by the way, than James Harden. He talks Cowboys football, right? Shout out to James Harden, man. But in the East Side, you know, shout out to him too. Y'all hit that share button. Subscribe. If it's your first time ever tuning into this channel, man, y'all subscribe this thing. Yeah, shout out to Beard. You know it's smooth like butter, baby, when you don't hear it. When you don't hear it, you don't hear it. Boy. That beard action, baby. Yeah. Shout out to all of the beer gangs out there. Let's continue to grind. Y'all hit that subscribe button again and join the notification bell because you never know when I go live. You never know. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. Yeah, y'all don't hear that cracking. Yeah, look at that. Sit right off in there. Salute.